Ah, a timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denelin with his studies, but I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has grown in many of the timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denelin is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future timberlings. He may be their only hope. There is a malevolence growing in the timberlings. We are trying to find the source, but until we do, ... in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake in northern Teldrassil are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the timberlings you find there and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned.
I'm actually just, the reason I'm skinning and herbing is just to make money, but actually I'm going to switch to, well, wait until we get to the next zone. Switch to what I'm going to end up being, which is engineering. So I'm going to need mining, of course. Probably leave skinning, so I'll probably stick with skinning and mining just to make money. Probably gonna fishing too, although I get tired of doing fishing.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Maybe. It is a lot of bag space. Check it out. So on Turtle WoW, if you donate to the server, right? If you donate money to the server, you get Turtle WoW credits. And with the credits, you can go to the rewards and you can buy stuff. It's not really any kind of pay-to-win stuff. It's mostly just some stuff like bags and a repair bot and a bank mule here, which you can carry with you to access your bank anywhere. I've played Turtle WoW for, you know, for a long time, and I've donated money here and there over the past 3 or 4 years to Turtle WoW, so I've accumulated quite a lot of credits. And since I play mostly hardcore, whenever a hardcore character dies, or if I want to just kill one off on purpose, I get all my credits funded, you know? That's the nice thing about hardcore. One thing I hate about vanilla WoW, more than anything, is dealing with inventory space. So my first thing I do when I play a Turtle WoW character is I buy the biggest bags I can get. And actually, everything's on sale right now. Actually, they're not anymore. Look, see the 36 slot bag here is 300 credits. When I bought my bags just literally like 2 days ago, they were 150 credits. So there was actually a sale going on. It's not going on anymore apparently, but which kind of makes me a little bummed out because I would have probably bought another bag or two for my bank. But we'll just have to do without that for now. Just have to wait until they do the next sale. They don't do them super often. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they'll do another sale in the next few months. Those 300 credits is a lot. I mean, that's like literally like $30. Which is a lot of money. Like, now when they were on sale and it's 150 credits, then it's only like $15. So $15 for like a 36 slot bag is, it's a lot of money, but still it's super helpful when you're playing a character, you know, have all that inventory space. Really helpful. Makes the game more fun for me because, like I said, I do not like dealing with having to run back to town every 5 minutes so my bags are full, or throwing shit away and losing money. And this is slow and steady, so I mean, this is, yeah, I mean, yeah, normally you think about it, like, normally when I play, like, a vanilla WoW or classic WoW, you know, you're dealing with, like, really, like, at this point, at my level that I'm at right now, level 8, I would be dealing with 6-slot bags. So keep in mind, I would only have, this bag would be 6-slot bag. So I have 30 more, I have 60, I have 90 more inventory slots than I normally would have at this point, which is just unbelievable. I mean, it really makes playing the game to me more fun because I don't have to worry about bag space. I just go and do what I'm doing, do my quest, level, play the game. You know, you don't really even think about bag space, which is just such a nice luxury, you know. Oh yeah, Turtle WoW? Yeah. Man, this server, the populations are over 6,000 during the peak hours. Right now there's 2,470 people online, which that alone is enough people to do dungeons and raids. But yeah, during the peak times, like during the middle of the day, it's over 6,000 people, which is a very, very good population. But yeah, Turtle WoW's got a great population. Just need to get to level 10 so we can get my pet. That's the goal right now, get to level 10. Yeah, it is rough without a pet the first 10 levels. Much worse when I do melee. Much worse when I do melee hunter and I don't even allow the use of my bow. But with this particular character, I'm actually going to use my bow. But this is going to be more of a hybrid hunter. Once we get the Turtle WoW hunter ability aspect of the wolf at level 30, then we'll be doing a lot more melee. You'll see me not using my bow so much. I might use the bow just to initiate combat, but I'll be doing a lot of melee. Yeah, I leveled a character in classic from 1 to 60, entirely melee. Yep. Good times. This guy's grabbing all the herbs I'm trying to get. Not gonna get this herb. Sorry, buddy. Beat you to it. Or not. Oh, you bastard. Now he's gonna take it. Maybe not. I thought that was nice of him to not steal the herb from me. Although I was trying to steal it from him, kind of, sort of. So maybe it wasn't so nice. Maybe he should have taken it. I just went to grab it because he was in combat. I like pets. I really enjoy managing pets. So to me, Hunter's really fun because of the ability to change out different pets and to, to train them up. So that's why. If hunters didn't have pets, there's no way I'd be playing melee hunters. You know what I mean? It's just because I really like it. I really enjoy the pets with hunters. And also, I've played warriors and rogues many, many times, and I've never really pushed the limits of melee hunters a whole lot. Although I did recently with the classic WoW HardCore series, and that was a lot of fun. I'm just going to farm these guys and hopefully to level 10. I don't know how long it's going to take me though. But these guys are a good level for the kill. So slow. We're doing the slow and steady, so I'm only getting half the normal experience. These guys are level 8 actually. They're not the best ones to kill. Take that back. Alright, cool B. Yeah, no problem, man. This is hardcore as well. Turtle WoW has hardcore mode, so this is a hardcore character. So if I die, I can't res. Cool thing about Turtle WoW is there's so much custom content. There's so many extra dungeons and extra quests and just a lot of additional custom stuff, which makes Turtle really interesting. Owls. Oh, the word hardcore is banned. The word hardcore is banned. Figures. It figures.
Shondo Stormrage never returned, and the druids were in disarray, and to this day we still do not know what became of him. With Malfurion missing, Archdruid Fandral Staghelm took over the leadership of the druids, convincing the Circle of Ancients in Darkshore that it was time for our people to rebuild, and that it was time for our people to regain their immortality. With the approval of the Circle, Staghelm and the most powerful druids grew Teldrassil, the New World Tree. All was not well with Teldrassil, however. Staghelm's carefully made plans for the New World Tree had borne out as he had hoped. But there was one small problem. A problem to which many of the troubles on Teldrassil may be attributed. However, I will not get into that yet. You must visit the last Moonwell to the northwest in the Oracle Glade. Under the boughs of the Oracle Tree lies the first and most powerful of our wells. Retrieve a phial of its water and return to me.
What are we level 8? Some more.
I am honored.
Got some interesting fantasy badges. These are too big though. Probably to scale these down. I was just creating some different badges we could put for create like our own little kind of logo or like character badge for like my character just for fun. Let's do aspect ratio 42. Hey, what's up, Miko? Thank you. Yep. They wouldn't let me into the hardcore guild as a melee hunter, so I said, you know what? Bump this. Screw you guys. If you're not going to let me into the hardcore elite guild as a melee hunter, then people didn't want me to play Turtle WoW, so I said, let's do a hybrid melee ranged hunter in Turtle WoW. We're going to do slow and steady hardcore exhaustion, which means we're doing 0.5 XP rate, so half is, our experience is going to be 50% less than normal, which means leveling this character is going to take a while. We can't get any kind of rest time because of exhaustion, so logging out and in is not going to do us any good. Yeah. Everything will be fine. We got that quest up there. I remember. Alright. So we need to get to level 10, so we may just farm this cave straight to level 10 because I don't have any other easy quests to do. How you doing, Midko? And these guys drop money and stuff. Being that this is a new character, we don't have a lot of money. Actually, we're at 27, so I don't know how I have that much money already. Good, though. Let's go ahead and... Shit. This is not going to go well.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, this could be the end of us. This might actually be the end of me.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I can LOS this guy a little bit now. I can. Don't have hamstring. I always forget how difficult this cave can be. Luckily, this guy's not a caster. So, I always forget. I know, I always forget how difficult this cave can be. We're actually going to just... Literally, we're just going to hearth right out of this cave. We're just going to hearth right out of this cave. I always forget how tough this cave can be. Even at level 8, because of the casters, if you get a couple of them on you, it can kill you. So, we're just going to hearth to Dolanaar. And I always make that mistake, because you think, oh, it's, you're level 8, you can go into that cave, it's not a big deal, but it actually... It's so easy to die in there. And right there, I almost died. If that secondary mob that attacked me was a caster, I would have been dead. I would have 100% been dead. So, good thing that it was not a caster. So, the one thing with the hunter is 1 to 10, you're extremely squishy. Like, because you don't have your pet, you are like so squishy. You can die so easily. And since I just leveled a character, a hunter to 60 recently, on Classic WoW, I did most of those levels obviously with a pet, so you get this, you come out of that feeling invincible, I have to remember that this is a new character and she's extremely weak and squishy at this current point, so. Yeah, thank God that second mob was melee. Oh man, I thought I was dead. Like, you're dead. I only have 2 more healing potions. Gotta be very careful with my healing potions. Picking up fishing will be. I hate fishing because it's so boring, but fishing is really useful for keeping us stocked up with potions. Especially since I'm not going alchemy and I'm going to be going engineering. Fishing is really useful for this character. I still have my... Hang on a second. I want to pull up my screenshot. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Oh, I guess it is this one. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, my mouse is dirty. I can always tell when my mouse is dirty. Feet kind of don't slide across the mouse pad as smoothly as I would like, causing much discomfort. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, the mouse must slide gracefully. Alright, there we go. Look at that high elf.
Hail to the night.
That was a high elf. Hate how the, I always hate how the screen, like, how the screen jumps. When you see the screen kind of jump, it's because these old vanilla, I talked about it yesterday, some of these old vanilla clients, the polling rate with the mice aren't the servers don't handle the polling rate with these newer mice very well. So it just jumps around. I may try, let's try and drop it. I hate dropping it down to 125. No way to do a custom? Try moving it, knocking it down. We'll even try using 800 DPI. Let's try 800 DPI with, oh my god, this is going to be weird. But if we can get it to where the screen isn't jumping around, it'll, not only will it feel better, but it'll look better for you guys watching the stream. Oh, level 9! We're gonna have to go to 1600. See, 1600 feels bad because of the polling rate. Oh, what we can do, I don't know if it's in this client. Let's look speed. Let's knock this way up. Yeah, that will help. Oh, that's the mouse look speed. That's not the mouse. Oh, it does feel a little better though. Take on 3 at once. It's just gonna take so long grinding these mobs out like this. But you can see, since I knocked the polling rate of my mouse down to 125, we haven't seen the screen jump, not even once yet. Hey, what's up, Noah? How's it going? Man, grinding out these levels in slow and steady is brutal. And look how slow my XP bar is moving. It's moving very, very slowly. Turtle WoW talent calculator. Alright.
Alone be praised. Hi. You are too kind.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the leather armor merchant here. We're gonna see if we can upgrade some of this gear. This mouse cursor is moving so slowly. 33 armor. What's our weakest point? We don't have any bracers. That. Boots, 36, 19. We're gonna upgrade my armor here too. Some better survivability. We got all these herbs, but we're not going to use them, so sell, sell, sell. Actually, the leather... Yeah, we don't need this. We just pick herbs and skin at early levels just to make money, and then we'll hold on to skinning for a while, and then we'll pick up mining. At level, let's see, level 11, we can grab this bow. But we should get a bow turn in, a quest turn in that gives us a bow too. Boots am I wearing? Wearing woodland boots. Shoes. Strap shirt. I need a better weapon too. Basically we're gonna go with a. I don't know if I can go with a two-hand weapon. Can you go with a two-hand weapon when you? Can you equip a two-hand weapon? Well, you can, right? You can equip a two-hand weapon. Of course you can. So we're gonna go with the staff, but we got to learn staffs, which is gonna cost us 10 silver. It's not really a big deal, I don't think. Yeah. I have quest helper. If you can see here, see how the objectives are shown on the map here? That's because I have quest helper. It's PF quest. I just don't show it on my screen. I don't want to see that junk on my screen, you know what I mean?
May the stars guide you.
Why play with donation items? Why not play with donation items? The donation items just give me the bank space, so I don't have to worry about running out of room. It just saves me time.
You have served the good people of Dolanaar and Darnassus well, brave adventurer.
I hate dealing with inventory,
As a member
man.
of the Sentinel Force of Teldrassil, I salute
Thanks,
your
Carlos.
efforts.
I don't like dealing with running out of inventory. It's just annoying. I don't find inventory space to be a... You know what I mean? I play WoW for fun. And one of the most annoying things to me when I'm playing WoW is, especially in Classic WoW, 1.12 versions of WoW, Vanilla WoW, it's just always dealing with running out of room in my inventory. Just, to me, it takes away from the enjoyment of the game. So yeah, I like to buy the big bags just because it saves... You don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't have to worry about inventory space. It's just... It makes me enjoy the game a lot more. Alright. Yeah, we've got a mount, we've got big bags, we've got a pet. But you gotta realize these are not exactly like huge increases in, these aren't like pay to win. This mount gives me, let's see, right now it gives me about, it's 0.5% speed increase per level. So right now it's giving me 4.5% speed increase. So it helps, but it's not like a huge deal. You know, once you get like aspect of the, cheetah, or I'm sorry, once you get cheetah, yeah, aspect of the cheetah, you won't even be using your mount. Your cheetah will be faster than this mount. Yeah. I don't know why you would ask that. Why play with donation? Why wouldn't you play with donation items? Are you saying that you should, since I'm doing hardcore, that I shouldn't because it somehow invalidates hardcore or something? I mean, I disagree with that. I think you should play the game however you want to play it. If you want to play hardcore, play hardcore. If you don't want to play hardcore, don't play hardcore. If you want to use donation items, whatever. You know, I mean, it all helps the server too. People who run Turtle WoW do a lot of work to create a lot of custom content, so I have no problem tossing some money towards them to help them out, you know. We just gotta get to level 10. I think we can probably... Legion models are graphics. Yeah, I've heard some people complain about issues with the Legion models, though. I've heard some people complain about issues with the Legion models. But I would try it if it doesn't cause any issues. You know what I mean? He said, check Turtle Forum, find a post called Turtle Whip. I probably downloaded it before. I'm pretty sure I've downloaded it before. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll do it. So what's you making a shaman or a hunter? I mean, it's one of those things. Like, if it works, and there's not a lot of issues, I would think about using the those models. But we may do it. We may try it out at some point. Just not right this minute. But yeah, maybe I'll check it out. I'm pretty sure I've set it up before, though. Thought like a couple of thinking like when they first came out with it, I thought I did, but it's been a while. Well, they're both, shaman, they're both good classes. Hunter's going to be easier. Once you get a pet, Hunter's easier to level without dying than a shaman. Shaman's really cool, though. Shamans are fun. Ah. Fat fingering my skills here.
hands. My goods are of the highest quality. What brings you here? Vishnu alone.
No.
The fish off the coast of Teldrassil are quite large and robust. Rumors say it is the speedy growth of our New World tree that is the cause.
I can teach you fishing skills.
We're gonna go with fishing just because it'll be the easiest way for us to get potions, healing potions and whatnot. It's also gonna be good for engineering. So just for getting weather and stuff. It's annoying because it does take a lot of time though. But since this is a hardcore character and we can't use the auction house or anything, it's kind of a necessity almost. It's also a great way to level your cooking. So easy to level cooking with in tandem with fishing. on. Browser's acting slow as shit right now. You know fish are hooked. Wow. Browser's crashing. Something's hanging up my system right now, although I have a lot of stuff open. And I do mean a lot of stuff I have open. Yeah, all my browser windows. Something's posing me. It's probably one of these stupid... I could just be because I'm downloading through Google Drive. That shouldn't be it though. That might be what's going on. I'll have to let it stabilize. Down some of these windows. Yeah, I can't even access my browser windows right now because it's just hosed. I can't even see the stream chat right now. So if you guys are saying anything in stream, I can't see it. Oh wait, here we go. All right. Hey, what's up, Urkham? Now it's actually... I was able to get back to the stream chat, but yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm downloading so much those stupid texture packs or what. Close this window. This window. Let's kill these. I think I killed the downloads though. No, they're still going. Man, something is really hosing up my computer right now. Yeah, something on Chrome. I guess it's just the download. Chrome is killing me right now. Probably just the downloads. We have those two. We have those two Turtle WoW files we're downloading. They're like some CPU utilization for some reason. We're sitting at anyway with our fishing 37. So normally, what you want to do if you want to level fishing as a night elf is you want to hit this area of Retharon Village. You just want to fish to about level 50. How to uncap? Yours locked to 60. What's up, Sosa? I don't know off the top of my head how to do it. I mean, normally it's not really an issue. Like, I'm not sure why you would want to do that. I've never really had a I mean, why do you need to change it? You know what I mean? Like, 60 is more than enough. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know how to stop it because it's not in the client. But it's not gonna benefit you anyway. What I'm trying to tell you is like getting like, because this is Turtle WoW. It's not like it's a heavy like frame type application. You know what I mean? Like, so unlocking your frames from 60 and going higher than that's really not going to give you any benefit. It's not like it's not like this is an FPS game where you know what I mean? It's really, I don't think it's really you're going to see any kind of a benefit from it, so. And if you do unlock the 60, then you're looking at trying to sync your frames. I don't know. It feels choppy. Well, what's your ping? What's your ping in the game? You gotta realize that Turtle WoW inherently is a little bit choppy, because there are tiny little lag spikes that occur in Turtle WoW. Not all the time, but sometimes. You know? So it's not the smoothest client. But I mean, mine feels pretty smooth most of the time. The issues I have with it being choppy is more around like my mouse input, like my, that's why I go into my Rays of Synapse here, and this is why I changed my polling rate all the way down to 125, because on some of these old vanilla clients, like if my mouse is polling at a higher rate and I right click on the screen to rotate the screen, sometimes the screen will jump. And the only way I've been able to really get around that or make it a lot less of an issue is to knock down my polling rate, which is kind of a pain to a certain degree, but it does help. To me, it doesn't really feel choppier than I don't really feel it feeling choppier, so maybe there's something on your end. Yeah, I'd have to actually see your screen, and you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, you're watching my stream, so did you, I mean, I'm not really doing anything right now, so I'm just fishing, but, I mean, my game feels pretty, it feels pretty smooth. I'm not having much choppiness. See, it's nice and smooth. So it probably is something on your end, maybe? It could just be your internet connection too. I mean, I don't know where you're located in the world. Like, I'm located in the United States. I think the Turtle WoW server is in London or something. It's in Europe somewhere, I believe. In England or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm using exit lag VPN, so you can see. I'm using exit lag. I'm connected to a London VPN right now with a 113 ms. So my ms is probably around 115, 120. Your ping's around 110. Yeah, your ping's probably around the same as mine, maybe a little bit better than my ping. So yeah, so I don't know. So like I said, normally I like to fish here until I'm around 50 in skill, and right now we're 47, so we're just about done fishing for now. Fishing can be a pain, but it's like a necessary evil, I think, for if you're gonna go if I wasn't doing engineering, I mean, actually, well, if I'm doing hardcore and I'm not doing alchemy, then I like to pick up fishing because it just helps me acquire a lot of people. You gonna roll rogue this time around? Non-hardcore? Alright, that's enough fishing for now.
I can teach you fishing skills.
The next level of fishing. And you can also... Okay, we're good to go.
To maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Rutheran village and Darkshore.
Why are there 2 patches? It glitched out or something. It was only 262. I don't know why I downloaded it twice, but this. No worries. The floating debris. We're still gonna grab that. Did I loot it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It looks like it didn't... Oh, no way. My auto loot isn't working for fishing. So there was a tightly sealed trunk or whatever, we didn't get it. Lame. Fish gets it. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out the fishing, the auto loop for fishing. I don't know if I have to shift right click on it or not. We'll find out. But first, let's get this floating wreckage fished out, and then once we get it done, okay, we're gonna right click. Okay, now see, it did grab it. Why didn't it grab the other one then? It did auto loop correctly there. That's weird. The other one it didn't grab. Huh. That's just a glitch, I guess. Unless I accidentally shift right clicked by just out of habit. See, that time it didn't. So when fishing on Turtle WoW, I have to be very careful when I loot because sometimes it's auto looting what I catch and sometimes it's not. That's kind of a bummer. Turtle watch still behave. Cool, man. Thanks, man. And auto-looted that one. Yeah, I leveled the Melee Hunter 1 to 60 in Classic WoW era. Just a couple weeks ago, or just finished up that leveling series this past Sunday. And that was all melee, like where I wasn't using a bow at all. This character I'll be using a bow, but once we get to level 30 and we get aspect of the wolf, we'll be using a bow, but we're going to be using a lot more melee after level 30. You're going to see me go in and being attacking mobs, you know, up front. We'll just probably use the bow just to engage targets, just to pull targets. Maybe, you know, if we get in trouble, we might, you know, later down the road when we get like, oh, what's it called? The arrow that puts him to sleep. I'm blanking out here. Anyways, we want to get to the point where we use, you know, the wyvern sting or whatever, as a way, you know, as an option in combat. But mostly it's going to be, you know, up to like level 50, or after level 30, sorry, we'll be doing a lot of melee, What's up, Adriansky? Why did I move to Turtle? I've played Turtle before, so I've played Turtle before, and people wanted me to come back and play Turtle again now that it's getting popular again, and I said I would. If you're asking why I'm not playing the Melee Hunter on Classic WoW, that's an easy answer. Once I got my character to level 60 on Classic WoW, and I tried to get into the HardCore Elite Guild, they basically flat out said they would not allow me entry into the HardCore Elite Guild unless I changed my spec from Melee Hunter to like a regular Hunter. And I basically wanted to play Melee Hunter only. So since they said I couldn't join the HardCore Elite Guild, then I figured, what's the point, you know? If I don't join the HardCore Elite Guild, then I can't group with anybody. You know what I mean? Because there's basically, once you hit 60 in Hardcore on Classic WoW Hardcore, your only option is to go into the HardCore Elite Guild. But they wouldn't let me in. They said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't let melee hunters in, basically. So I said, fine, then I'll just go play Turtle WoW. Because I was planning on playing here, you know what I mean? I'm sure, oh yeah, I'm Turtle WoW's. Plus, I'm not going to be like straight up 100% melee here on this class. This class is going to be, you know, there are abilities in Turtle WoW that are more friendly to the melee hunter anyway. You know, like I said, you've got Aspect of the Wolf at level 30. You have, I can't show you because I'm not past level 10. Let's see. If I show you, here, hold on a second. Turtle WoW. Calculator. Where does this boat go to? Where does this boat go to? I can't. Does this take me to Stormwind? I think it does. I forgot. I forgot. Turtle WoW, I think the boat goes to Stormwind. Yeah, West. What a great response there. I think it does go to Stormwind. So, which I always forget. Thank you. And so we kind of wasted a little bit of time then, if you think about it. So what you want to do on your, if you want to do when you're doing a hardcore character, for me anyways, when you get to like level 8, yeah, thanks. I forgot that Turtle WoW that the boat goes to Stormwind. So when you get to like around level 8 on the melee hunter, you kind of run out of quests to do. Not melee hunter, but just hunter in general. In hardcore, you kind of run out of quests to do that are you know, safe, and you're trying to get to level 10 so you can do your pet quest. So when you get to like around level 7 or level 8, you want to go to Stormwind. And I actually forgot that the boat here went straight to Stormwind. I was thinking I was going to have to swim to Westfall. So I'm actually really happy that I don't have to swim to Westfall because it just takes time. Yeah, there's stuff built into... Hey, Garrett, what's up? There's a hardcore... No, the hardcore add-on doesn't work with Turtle WoW. There's no need for the hardcore add-on in Turtle WoW. You don't need the hardcore add-on. The hardcore add-on is Classic WoW. Turtle WoW is hardcore built in. It's built into the game. Right? Like, so, like, if you look at my spellbook, you'll see the hardcore achievement in the spellbook, right? I'll show you here in a second. Hey, Dentrum Man, thanks for the subscription, man. Thank you. But yeah, if you look at the spellbook here, I'll show you in a second. It's built in. Okay, so I go to the spellbook. You can see that I have the Slow and Steady challenge here, gaining 50% fewer experience points from defeating enemies, lose 5% of your experience when you die. That we don't worry about that because I'm also doing hardcore challenge right here. Upon death, your spirit is lost to the twisting nether, unable to ever return to the material plane. So if we die here, we can't res. And I'm also doing the Exhaustion challenge, which means you no longer gaining rested experience. So I can in no way, you know, ever get any kind of rested experience. In Turtle WoW? Yeah, this is... Yeah, the max level on this server is 60. Yeah, the max level here is 60. Well, if you're doing hardcore, like if you're doing a hardcore hunter, and you're leveling in the Night Elf area, this is specific to like Night Elf. You're doing a hardcore hunter who's a Night Elf. When you get to around level 7 or level 8, you're going to get to the point where you don't really have any quests that are easy to do as a level 8 Night Elf, as a level 8 hunter. They're not easy, they're dangerous. So it's a lot easier to go to Stormwind, knock out some of the low level, human quests, get yourself to level 10, and then just hearth right back to Dolanaar and do your hunter pet taming quests. It's just safer and easier. Yeah, good night, Noah, man. Have a good one. KBS, this is Turtle WoW, which is a private server. And yeah, it's basically vanilla WoW, but it's got a lot of custom content. On Turtle WoW they don't have that yet, so they're gonna put that in the next patch. So right now in Turtle WoW, if you get to 60, you've completed the hardcore challenge. So then yes, you can die. You can die at 60 because hardcore ends. But they are going to change that because they kind of want to do what Classic WoW is doing, Classic WoW Hardcore is doing, where people get to level 60 and they stay hardcore and they try to do dungeons and stuff with hardcore characters. So that's something that they're working on implementing in the next patch. But right now, that's not there. So right now, when we get to 60, we've completed the hardcore challenge, and automatically, I think it'll be removed. Pretty sure. I think being able to group is kind of cool, and being able to trade with players that are within 5 levels of you. I think if you want the true hardcore experience, Classic WoW Hardcore is a better hardcore experience as far as it's more challenging, right? It's harder to level because you can't group with other hardcore players at all, unless you do dungeons, right? You can do dungeons, but you can only do each dungeon once. So, but in Turtle WoW, you can group with players that are also doing the hardcore challenge, as long as they are within 5 levels of you. And I believe you can also, trade, I think, with those players as well. So, yeah, I hit 60 on the regular hardcore, yeah, multiple times. You go to the Classic WoW, hardcore.net. Yeah, you can get mounts through the Turtle WoW donation shop, and it is very slow. They're only 0.5% increase per level. So like at level 10, your mount's going to be 5% speed increase. So they put them in the game just to help the server make money, because obviously Turtle WoW is free. So if you go here to the Turtle WoW donation rewards, you can go in here and you can buy these mounts. Right? These mounts are all here. Right? There's a bunch of them. 7 pages of mounts. And you get tokens, the Shurl tokens, by donating money to the server, right? Now, as far as, did I ever hit 60 on the regular hardcore? Yes, I did. If you go to the hardcore, Classic Hardcore net here, go to Hall of Legends, go to Leaderboard, right? And if you go to the era, which is World of Warcraft Classic Era, and if you search for my YouTube name, Caffeine Injected, you can see that I have 2 characters I leveled in Classic Era Hardcore to 60. I've got a Warrior and a Hunter. So, again, thoughts on being able to group. I think they're 2 different things. Like, I think, like, you know what I mean? I think, like, if you want to have more of a hardcore, difficult, challenging experience doing hardcore, then Classic WoW era has that. I think if you want to do a leveling experience that's hardcore, that's not quite as difficult, but it's a more social, you can play with other players and level with other players a little bit, and you also have the option of having the Classic Plus content, meaning Classic WoW, Vanilla WoW with additional content. with like new stuff, because you know vanilla Turtle WoW has over 1,000 custom quests. Turtle WoW has completely new zones that are added to the game. So if you want to play something that's a little bit different than classic era WoW that has new content, then you would go play Turtle. Do I have any tips for hardcore dungeons for warriors? I probably would recommend having target dummies. Like if you're gonna do dungeons as a hardcore warrior, I would recommend going engineering and having target dummies, so that if you get in trouble, you can drop a target dummy. And I would definitely recommend knowing how to. I would recommend understanding how to really play a warrior defensively. Understanding, make sure you have a shield, sword and shield, and be able to weapon swap into a sword and shield. And I would also recommend that when do we have it up? Do we have the talent calculator up? Is this done? This is done, right? Okay, we're gonna take this guy, and this guy, and we're gonna move these, right? It said move them into Turtle WoW, and I'm sure it's probably into the is it the WDB folder, right? Data folder. Oops. Okay, we're gonna put these here, and we're not replacing anything. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and see if this works. And also we'll look at the warrior. I'll show you on the warrior on the talent calculator. So if you're going to do a warrior and you want to run dungeons, you need to understand how to play the warrior defensively, just to help your survivability. So if you're like a DPS warrior, like you're not the main tank in the dungeons, Karam, you still need to understand how to tank. So personally myself, when I level warrior or hardcore warrior, I'm always going to grab, I like deflection. I can't remember my last warrior build. It's actually, we could probably check it, but I like to go improve charge. Yeah, and I go tactical mastery. So I mean, I usually have these abilities. I have tactical mastery at least 4 out of 5. This allows us to weapon swap to stance a lot, because the tactical mastery is going to retain up to 20 rage when we change stances. So being able to do this is going to allow you to play defensively as a warrior. So I'll show you how that works. We're gonna log out of this one anyway, because we're gonna see if we can load those MPQ files. So let's log out of here real quick. Now this is gonna be weird, because this is probably gonna suck, because I have exit lag running. So if I try to run World of Warcraft retail, it's probably going to really suck, because the exit lag is going to route it through Europe and then back to the United States, so it's going to kill my ping. But I don't want to have to shut down exit lag to restart it, so. And what I need to show you, I don't have to have a good ping. So here's my another hardcore warrior that I have is level 46, who's never died. And let's take a look at her talent build really quickly, right? You can see it's taking a long time to load, because I'm actually running. Let's see. It's actually routing. It's actually going to Europe and back to the United States. So I'm killing my ping here. I'm sure my ping is awful. Alright, so if you look at my talents, you can see that, like I said, I've got 3 out of 3 on Rend. Actually, I don't have deflection. I went 3 out of 3 on Rend. I went 2 out of 3 on Heroic Strike. 1 out of 2 Proof Charge. You can see I've got 4 out of 5 on Tactical Mastery and 2 out of 2 on Improved Overpower, and then I go down to the Fury Tree. But the thing is, with this build, I can easily go to a more defensive play style. And this is what you're going to want to do, Karam, if you're going in dungeons as a warrior. And in just playing a hardcore warrior in general, you need to understand how to play defensively, right? So I'll show you what I mean really quickly. Alright, so my character has Let's see, I'm in F, okay. So here I've got sword and a shield. If I can also switch to dual weapons. See that I've got my god rays turned on. Let's turn that off. So, sword and shield, dual wield, and then if I have a two-hand weapon, which I don't currently, okay. So I always have macros set up to swap between 3 setups with my warrior. Two-hand weapon, 2 one-hand weapons, and a one-hand weapon and a shield, right? I always will set that up, right? Hey, so that I always will set that up on a warrior. Okay, we got stitches that's coming down the road. So if you're in a dungeon and the shit hits the fan and you know you've got a lot of mobs on you, you know what I mean? You have to be able to not panic and not stay in your DPS spec. So like right now I can charge this Ravager, right? And I'm dual wielding. But let's say I aggro another mob here, right? So I've got another mob, and let's say I grab even another mob. Alright. Now I've got 3 mobs on me, and I'm in a dungeon, and I'm worried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go defensive, right? I switch into defensive stance with a macro. I should throw up shield block. Right now I'm just using shield block. But that, you know, it's not a good example because these mobs are weak. Right? But I can go into combat. And I'm dual wielding, but I can go defensive, right? I can throw my shield, throw on shield block, and watch.
Lovely.
See, look, shield block. Look how little damage this guy's doing to me. Because I'm playing defensive. I'm in defensive stance. I'm using shield block. And then you can just kill mobs with revenge, you know? See, you don't do a lot of damage with revenge, but you're not taking any damage either. So you want to be able to play defensively. And another thing, and also don't forget to use your demoralizing shout, of course, but demoralizing shout, defense.
Lovely.
Like this mob's not even doing it. Look, he's not even doing any damage to me.
Lovely.
Like he literally didn't even do a single point of damage to me, I don't think. Of course he's low level. But yeah, so my advice to you in a dungeon, Karam, I don't know if it's I'm assuming it's Karam, is to make sure that you've got tactical mastery, because you could never like shield. I could never do that. I could never like pop on my defensive stance, throw a shield on, and immediately do shield block if I didn't have at least like 2 points in tactical mastery, because shield block requires 10 rage. So you have to have at a minimum 2 points in tactical mastery just to be able to do that. Just to be able to instantly switch to defense, throw on my shield, and throw up shield block. So you definitely are going to want to have at a minimum, and I would highly recommend having 4 out of 5 at a minimum on tactical mastery. So anyways, that's, you know, I actually have been wanting to put together a video on how to play the warrior, because I see so many hardcore warriors in World of Warcraft Classic WoW Hardcore. I see so many hardcore warriors that die because they don't understand how to play defensively. They just keep sitting in like battle stance or berserker stance with a 2-hand weapon while they're dying, while they're literally dying. And in a lot of those cases, they could easily survive those encounters against multiple mobs if they just knew how to play correctly. Yeah, but don't make me play the warrior, because then it'll make me want to play the warrior. It's like, you know. Yeah, that's the one thing about Turtle WoW that was really hard for me to play Turtle WoW is to go away from this. I mean, I'm sorry, but this looks amazing. Like these graphics look so good. You know, they look smooth. Shading is really good. So it's really hard to go, and I love this interface. It's really hard to go from this to Turtle WoW. You know what I mean? It's very difficult because Turtle WoW doesn't look that good. Even though it doesn't look bad, it doesn't really look good either. You know what I mean? But we are playing Turtle WoW, and we'll go back and yeah, I hope it was helpful. I mean, I know it. I mean, I've got the macros. I mean, you're gonna need the macros You wish you were not elf player? I mean, you're gonna need the macros for that. So, like, if I go to, let's see. What was that character's name? I don't even remember. Q, right? I don't know if the macros are in here. Yeah, you're gonna need the macros. So, like, that macro I had for, like, throwing up shield block and stuff. So we got battle shout, charge, cleanse, shield bash. I don't see my shield block. Could be some. Not all the macros are gonna be in here if I'm using charge, but it's gonna be something similar to. I probably have it though on the. It should be in the description of the stream, but it's gonna be similar to something like this, where I'm basically equipping. I'm doing equip slot 16, equip slot 17, then I'm casting defensive stance. This line of code here will put me in defensive stance, and then I use the ability. So for block, it's just use shield block instead of shield bash. So it's basically the same macro. I don't know why these are commented out though. I think it's because I don't know. I really don't remember. I'd have to go back into that character and look. So for some reason I was commenting out weapon swapping on some of these abilities for some reason. Like here, like execute, stop casting, switch to berserker stance, cast execute. This allows me to cast execute no matter what stance I'm in, because it just automatically switches me into berserker stance. Same thing with charge. You know, charge. This is going to make sure that I switch to battle stance. Doesn't matter what stance I'm in. So I use this macro to automatically switch me into battle stance and charge. But yeah, the macros are going to be really important. You know, when you're playing hardcore warrior, macros are incredibly important. Well, it's important for any class. No, you can't use those on Turtle WoW. Holy crap. Oh my god, did you see that loading screen? Did you guys see the loading screen? This is a completely different loading screen. What the heck? Look at this loading screen. Oh, this is because I installed that package, remember? Okay, so we installed the package, so it looks like it worked. Oh my god. Oh no, it's easy. I think I did install this before and I went away from it because I don't like the way the night elves look. You know, I don't like the way the night elves look with this. You know, I hate the way the night elves look. But if the rest of the world looks good, we'll take a look. We'll have to see how well this runs. And you can see the. Yeah, see, I don't like. Yeah, I want the graphic. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I want it without the player models because I don't like these player models. So what we're gonna do is I like that loading screen though. That loading screen is really nice. Let's go here into what was it, the data folder, right? And what were they? It was the patch. I think it was these two, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say what was it called? I don't remember what it was called. It was called the turtle. I don't know, when we Googled it, we did, it was Turtle Whip is what we found it under, so we'll just call it Turtle Whip. I think it was A and B. I'm just gonna move those into this folder. Yeah, if we could find it without, if I could find it where it's just the graphics plus no player models. So let's see if we can find that really quick. I don't know. I have to see. I don't know. If somebody knows exactly where it is, where that is, where I can do, because I would take the updated graphics without the character models. I would definitely do that. So why does it take forever to level in Turtle? I wasn't aware that it did. Yeah, if you don't choose slow and steady, I mean, it takes forever to level because I'm doing slow and steady, right? So of course it's going to take me a lot longer to level.
The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that the Fargo Deep mine in Elwyn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads.
What can I do for you?
Adventurer, there's a new threat in Elwyn Forest. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwyn, scaring away fish and attacking gentlefolk. I warned Marshal Dugan, but he's more worried about the gnolls and the bandits. He's not convinced that the Murlocs are a danger. Please, adventurer, speak to Dugan and persuade him to send more troops to the east. Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the east have been sketchy at best. Your concerns are noted, but unless I receive a military report of a Murloc threat, we can't afford to send more troops east. If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it.
Yeah, the voiceover add-on is actually called, believe it or not, voiceover. You go to here. Go to the Discord server here for the developers here for it, and then go to the announcements section, and then grab the you're gonna want to grab, let's see, the 1.12 port. I think you're gonna want, hold on a second, you're gonna want this. So grab the 1.12 file, and then the vanilla sounds file, this one here, and that's all you need. So, and you'll just extract them into your interface folder, just like any other add-on, and you're good to go.
Good day to you.
Now, of course, it's not going to work for the custom Turtle WoW quest, but for the regular WoW quest, it should work.
I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young adventurer, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal
Look at those healing
McBride.
potions,
He's
man.
inside the abbey behind me.
Nice.
Ah, good. Another volunteer? We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire.
Excuse me. Yeah, I can't do the 125 falling, even though it fixes the issue of the screen jumping. It just feels crappy. It just feels really bad. So we're gonna have the screen jumping around now. Let's see. Yeah, see where it did one jump there.
Hey there. Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Defias Brotherhood and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear, and I'll reward you with a weapon. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. That's good news, because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, then speak with Egan. He's around the side of the Abbey to the left. That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat, and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside.
Good day to you.
You've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want. Take your pick.
We don't have to do these super low level quests, but they're worth a load of experience, and you have to keep in mind that
Well met.
I am doing slow and steady, so you know it's gonna be slow. So I don't mind doing some of these low level quests. I love Hunter. Yeah, I love Hunter. It'll be
Hey,
a little
citizen,
bit.
you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Be careful. Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us. And the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude. Adventurer, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near the Echo Ridge mine to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 10. Kill them, see if there are more, then report back to me.
At least 10. And we don't even get experience for these. Wow, it's funny. Like in Classic WoW, they've changed it so that, I mean, I'm level 9 and they're level 3. That's a 6 level difference. You would think I would get XP. Like in Classic WoW, I'd be getting XP for these, but not in. I'm pretty sure. I think the range of XP is a little bit higher in Classic. You know, as far as like the level difference. That's alright. Once we get past these, we'll get up to the level 4s. We'll get to the guys that are XP pretty soon. There was a screen jump. There was a screen jump. I hate those screen jumps, but not much you can do. These old clients have that issue with the mouse pulling rate. There's really no way to get around it. There were a few clients that fixed that. I can't remember which ones. Like when I played, I think Lights Hope, with the Lights Hope server, they didn't have that issue.
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. I don't like hearing of all these kobolds in our mine.
What can I do for you?
No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready, speak to me again. I would like you to go back to the mines one more time. Your previous investigations are proof that the Echo Ridge mine needs purging. Return to the mine and help clear it of kobolds. Waste no time, adventurer. The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper a foothold they gain in Northshire.
Yeah, the nice thing about that's one of the best parts, Nick, about doing the slow and steady is it forces you to really do a lot more quests to level, like twice as many, really. And that's the cool thing about that too is that Turtle WoW has over 1,000 new quests, so it forces you to experience the Turtle WoW quests and their new zones because you're going to need to do those to level, and so it's a good thing. And you'll see when we get to some of the custom zones how cool they are. They're actually really cool. Like, wow, even this guy's not giving me experience. I'm only 5 levels higher than this guy, and he's still not giving me experience. That's weird. I would have thought only 5 level difference I'd be getting XP from killing these guys. Still great in me. That's kind of surprising. This one's only level 3 though. Yeah, once you see some of the new zones, if you guys haven't seen them before, your mind's gonna be blown. There's actually some really cool stuff. I need to kill him too. And you can see there, one of the benefits of Turtle WoW is you're able to group with other players that are within 5 levels of you. He was level 4, I'm level 9, so we were just at the maximum of 5 levels. This is not set in Cataclysm Era now. So we were at the maximum level difference, but we were able to, you know, to group up for that named mob quest, which is always one of the pain points. Playing hardcore is like when you get to a quest where you have to kill a specific named mob, that if the server is very popular with a lot of hardcore players, and you get a situation where you're all waiting in line trying to take turns, like, okay, I'll kill him and now you kill him, and it really slows down. You really get stuck, which kind of sucks. But on Turtle WoW, as long as you're within 5 levels of the other person, you can just group with them really quickly and, you know, take out the mob together, which is really good. That's what we did there. Yeah, I need to put together that video. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I want to put together the video on the Hardcore Warrior and try to show people how to play the Hardcore Warrior correctly as far as from a defensive point. But they have, hey Nick, they have the Cataclysm, is it the Cataclysm? They have the models, the upgraded models. I think it's the Legion models. I'll try to get that set up where I set up the improved graphics but with the old. Yeah. Yeah, I want to put that video together. Do I have any tips for Talents Warrior? I like to try out dual instead of... Yeah, I mean, if you looked at... do we have it still up? I think I do. Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, for the Warrior, I definitely like the build I go with on the Warrior is... Of course, that's Classic WoW. I've never leveled a Turtle WoW Warrior, so I don't know what the differences are. But for me, what I did on my Turtle WoW or for a Warrior was I went 200 Rend. This is what I did. Like, I go first into the arms tree, and I picked up improved Rend, which the reason I pick up improved Rend is because later down the road on my Warrior build, I'm gonna go into deep wounds. That's why I'm grabbing Rend. You know, it will do a little bit more damage. So I do think I've experimented with deflection, But I do think that rend is better if, you know, later on you're going to go into deep wounds. But this is the build that I went with initially, and then, you know, like, and then I went into cruelty, bridal wrath, and then I believe I went with improved battle shout. I don't remember if I had demoralizing shout. Yeah, we'll have to go back to my other warrior and then look. Actually look and see what... Because
Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Once again, you have earned my respect and the gratitude of the Stormwind Army. There may yet be kobolds in the mine, but I will marshal others against them. We have further tasks for you. Adventurer, you are an adventurer with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwyn forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies along the southern road, past the border gates.
No, you meant classic. Yeah, let me pull up. Well, I'm gonna pull up my warrior build. Yeah, I mean, I have a build that I was using that I think's pretty good. So give me a second. Turtle WoW crashed, I think. Turtle WoW is not the most stable client. It crashes on me fairly frequently. Actually, it crashes mostly when I'm switching between my monitors. So if I'm not jumping back and forth between monitors, it usually doesn't crash that much. I stay dual wield all the way to 60. I was toying around with the idea of doing a protection build, but I hadn't really... I think for leveling purposes, it's not the best. So this is the talent tree I went with. I went with 3 out of 3 on improved rend, 2 out of 3 on improved heroic strike. And again, I do that because I'm going to be going down into deep wounds, and you're going to need... Yeah, so... Anyway, so 2 out of 3 here. We're going to go 1 out of 2 on improved charge, 2 out of 2 on improved overpower, 4 out of 5 on tactical mastery. Then I go into crit, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on bridal wrath. And like I said, I went to improved battle shout, 5 out of 5. Dual wield specialization, 4 out of 5. And then enrage, 5 out of 5. And of course, death wish. Which Death Wish is kind of weird. The only reason I grab Death Wish is because I'm going to grab Bloodthirst. But Death Wish, it's kind of like not an ability that makes sense for hardcore. It's like, oh, I do more damage, but it lowers my armor and all resistances by 20%. So, but it is good. And it is useful. Right? It is useful. That's fine. But anyways, that's the build I have right now. And then again, the most important thing for me anyway, when I'm playing the warriors, have the correct macros. You know, if we look at my shield macro, let's see what it is. This one. This is my shield block macro, which is I think one of my most important ones for playing defensively. And you can see it's going to say /equip slot 16 Sword of Serenity /equip slot 17 the Salback Shield, cast defensive stance, use shield block, right? So that's really important. You know, I've got a sword. I've got some other ones, but I don't really use them too much. But, you know, just being able to, like I said before, being able to swap between dual wield, you know, the dual wield weapons here and shield, back to dual wield, being able to switch, you know, obviously you're going to switch to battle stance, defensive stance. Oh, that's shield wall. That's actually my shield wall macro, but I have to hit it twice. So that macro I hit Control D twice and it'll use shield wall. Where's my defense? Oh, defensive stance, battle stance, defensive stance, berserker stance, you know, back to defensive stance, shield block. So, but yeah, that's the build I use, and I like it. I think it's good. Um. Yeah, I mean, if you go to my channel, right, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video this weekend. You know what? So I'm gonna do it. I've been talking about it for a while. I'll do a video this weekend where I'm gonna do like a warrior guide for hardcore players, right? And I'll do a and you know, I've been wanting to do it anyway. I just have been putting it off. You know me. I don't do a lot of guide videos. I probably should do a lot more of them. People have been asking me also to do the hunter guide, the melee hunter video. So I could do a melee hunter guide for classic WoW hardcore and a hardcore warrior guide for classic WoW hardcore. I think both those videos would get some views, and I think people would appreciate them. What was I doing with my warrior in Duskwood though? That's my warrior's hearth location. That's just where she's hearthed at. It's a good location to jump around. It's close to STV. I was doing a lot of quests in STV, so. Yeah, but don't have me playing the. If you have me playing the warrior a lot, then it makes me want to go play the warrior, and I don't want to go play the warrior right now. It's just like. So. How did I get 2 mobs? I like this song. What is this, from Past and Present? This is one of my favorite Skyrim songs. Well, I don't have a back button. Like, I unbind back, moving backwards. I'll show you in a minute. Like, I don't have the like the S key. I unbind. So like when I go backwards, I turn and do this, right? Like I'll either hold down right click and strafe. So like my Q and E are my strafe keys. So this is Q, this is E, Q, E, Q, E, Q, E. So when I want to strafe away from a mob, I'll just hold down right click and I'll turn the camera and hit E, or I can even just turn and hold down left click and do it. Yeah, I don't have to hold down left click, I guess. But usually when I strafe, I'm doing this. I'm strafing this way. And that's the same way as I kite, right? Like if I shoot a mob here with an arrow, right? Then I can just strafe away from him. But normally I'm not going to strafe run. I'm gonna right click. So hold down right click, I'm gonna turn away and then jump. right? I'm just gonna hold down right click, strafe away, and hit the jump key. And when I jump, then I turn the camera to make sure that I'm facing the target so I can use my attack, right? So jump, arrow, right? Jump, 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 concussive. Jump, arrow, right? And then, or just stand still, arrow. But yeah, that's... Yeah, usually when I'm kiting, I will jump for two reasons. One reason I want to jump and look where I'm going so I don't run into other mobs, right? Like if I'm kiting this wolf here, this wolf, and I'm kiting away from him, I'm going to jump, kind of peek where I'm going so that I don't run into other mobs. And then, so like I'll shoot this Defias thug, and then I'll jump, look back, and then I'll go back and shoot. So jump, look back, shoot, you know what I mean? I can't get away from this guy. But yeah, you just get used to jumping and turning the camera. You know? Shoot. Well, you can also turn like this if you want, like this. You know, concussive shot. Jump. Arrow. Look behind me, nothing behind me. Turn. Shoot arrow. Keep in mind that you want to... I don't think I have it on here, but keep in mind that when you... Do I have it installed? I want to check something out really quickly. I don't know... I want to look if I have a certain add-on installed. I can't remember. But you want to make sure that when you shoot, though, that your auto shot is on, meaning your ranged auto shot. So you don't have to like hit the auto shot button again, right? So yeah, so if you see this right here, see this no toggle add-on? This removes the toggling behavior between attack and auto shot and shoot, which is your wand, your ranged weapons, and your melee auto attack. So with this add-on installed, no toggle, really great add-on, by the way, you should get it. With this add-on installed, I don't have to worry about breaking out of auto shot. And what I mean by that is normally, right? Normally if you were to use your auto shot, like if I target this guy and I hit my auto shot, normally if you hit it again, you would stop shooting. But see, I can sit here and spam it. Watch, I can sit here and spam auto shot. See how I'm spamming it down here? And notice how I'm still shooting. Normally that wouldn't work. Normally it wouldn't work. What would happen is you'd hit it once, you'd turn auto shot on. If you'd hit it again, you'd turn auto shot off, and your character would stop shooting. Well, that's really bad for a hunter. It's also bad for priests when you're using your wand. Like when you're using your wand, you know, and you want to like spam your wand to shoot people with your wand on a priest or a warlock. You don't want to accidentally turn wand off so that you shoot your wand and then for some reason you stop shooting. It's called no toggle. The add-on's called no toggle. Definitely install that. But yeah, as far as kiting, you kind of saw what I do. You know, I'm going to shoot a mob and I'm going to jump away like this. I'm going to jump. You know, and then also I've got the, you know, the weapon swing timer. So you can see on the timer here, what you're going to do is when the timer... Yeah, let's see if I can get a screenshot of it. It's easier to explain if I take a screenshot. Let's do it on this guy because he's... Ah, damn it, I didn't get it. I'll wait till he kills another one. Attack another guy, dude. Come on, dude. Attack another guy. Yeah, screw you. Yeah, that'll work. So I've got the swing timer set up, right? Okay, so here's my swing timer. You can see right now it's blue. That's because I think I just shot an arrow. But as this swing timer, as this bar moves, when it moves up, when the bar is moving up to the right and it's getting close to the edge, when it reaches the right side, it's going to shoot the auto shot, right? So I don't want to, like, when the bar gets about halfway here, between halfway and then it's moving up to the right, I don't, it's so hard to explain this. It's really hard to explain how this works. You want to, like, when the bar moves all the way to the right and it reaches the right side, that's when it's going to shoot. So you never want to try to mix in other arrow abilities, right? While it's, you know, right around the time that it's going to shoot your auto shot, because you don't want to auto clip your auto shot. But the other thing is you want to be able to move your character and shoot, right? So if I do this and I shoot, right, I can move. Watch, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, and so there's a certain amount of time in between each auto shot where you can move and not increase the amount of time between auto shots. And it's not a lot of time, so I get shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move. Okay, see that? So if you looked at the bar, like when the bar moves to the right and shoots the auto shot, as it's coming back down towards the middle, you can move up until just before it gets to the middle, and then you have to stop moving. Once it gets to the middle and starts going back up, if you are still moving when it gets to the middle, you'll auto clip your auto shot and it'll start over again. So you're going to increase the time between your attacks by a little bit. So I'll show you one more time. Shoot. Oh, I screwed it up. Shoot, move. Shoot. Oh, actually, you got too close to me. You got too close to me. More time at distance. Shoot, move. Shoot, move, shoot, move. That's kind of what you do, and that'll enable you to just kind of back up while you're shooting. This is really only useful, like, really before you have a pet, because before you have a pet, the mobs are going to be coming at you. And when you're low level, you don't really want the mobs hitting you because you don't have a lot of health. So that's a good way to just kill mobs at low level. Move, and you're still getting enough distance, where you can get a lot of shots out before the mob even gets to you. And a lot of times you can kill the mob before he even reaches you. Okay, I don't know if that made it. Hopefully that made sense.
It's too late for us now.
But yeah, definitely install no toggle. This is really useful. There's other things too. Like if you look at my serpent sting macro down here, okay, I have auto shot built into my serpent sting. So like if you use serpent sting without auto shot, I don't think it will. So let's test it. There's a reason we do this, right? And it may not be necessary. I hit the right keybind. It may not even be necessary, but let's try it. Let's go ahead and use regular serpent sting. So what we want to see is, will my character auto shot? And she does. So it's not really necessary to put that into the macro, especially since I have no toggle installed. This is more the reason that this particular macro has auto shot built into it is because if you don't have the no toggle add-on installed, like set up, a lot of times you'll find plus also, like, there's just times when you'll use serpent sting and your auto shot isn't on. But it seems like in Turtle WoW, at least right now, when you use serpent sting, it seems to turn auto shot on. So you don't really need to worry about macroing that in there, as long as I would say as long as you have the no toggle add-on installed.
You need something?
Back with some bandanas, I see. The Stormwind Army appreciates your help.
See you later. Hello.
Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, adventurer. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach. You've shown yourself a dependable adventurer. Dependable. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty, eh?
You've shown yourself a dependable...
Who's in some trouble. She's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours.
You've proven yourself dependable. He said you've proven yourself an adventurer or something like that.
Deputy Willem told you to speak with me? He's a brave man and always willing to help, but his duties keep him stuck at Northshire Abbey, and I'm afraid the problem I have today is beyond him. Perhaps you can help me? A gang of brigands, the Defias, moved into the Northshire vineyards while I was harvesting. I reported it to the Northshire guards, and they assured me they'd take care of things. But I'm afraid for my crop of grapes. If the Defias don't steal them, then I fear our guards will trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast. Bring me those crates. Save my harvest.
Jump. Another screen jump. Ugh. It's funny. It feels like when you have these mounts at this level, they feel like they're so slow, but actually this mount moves faster than that guy running. Believe it or not, doesn't feel like it, but it does. So kind of funny.
Oh, thank you, adventurer. You saved my harvest. And I hope you showed a few of those defias that they can't cause trouble around here. We might be short on guards these days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us. Now that my crop is saved, take this great manifest to Brother Niels. He manages the store of food and drink in Northshire, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear that he has fresh grapes. You'll find Brother Niels in the Abbey, in the bell tower, where he likes to taste his wine.
Ha! You caught him! You've done Elwyn a great service and earned a nice bounty. Let's see here. Oh my, Millie's grapes have been saved. When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired. But my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, adventurer, and keep you safe.
Just how much I gotta show. I figured it out. Two hearts make a friend sometimes. You got in mine. And I gotta get out. Finding thoughts inside my head. You got in mind.
Well, it says here that you've been awarded acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals. Congratulations. And good luck. Keeping Elwyn safe is no picnic. What with most of the army busy doing who knows what, or who knows which noble.
It's hard to keep track of politics in these dark days. If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the Eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report.
Hello, my lady. Do you have a moment? My brother and I run an apothecary in Stormwind, and I'm here to gather large candles for their wax. Can you help me? You can get large candles from kobolds, and I hear rumors that kobolds are infesting the Elwyn mines. The Fargo Deep Mine to the south and Jasper Lode Mine to the east. I suggest looking for candles in one of those places. Rest and relaxation for the tired and cold. That's our motto. Please, take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would you like to try a sampling of some of our fine food and drink? The kobolds in these parts sometimes carry gold dust on them. I could really use the stuff. Bring me a load of it, and I'll give you the best price in town. Best price in town. You can find kobolds in the Fargo Deep Mine to the south and around the Jasper Lode Mine to the northeast.
Be careful. Greetings.
If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Tallis. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report.
There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimmond Elmore, who sent word that he needs help with a delivery. I believe he wants a package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimmond. We could use you down here, but we must also keep our ties strong with the dwarves. You can find Grimmond Elmore at the weapon shop in the Dwarven district of Stormwind in the northeast section.
How do you close it? Anyways, I think I'm gonna go to bed, guys. It's 4 in the morning. Oh, but you can see we still spent like almost 3 hours, and all we did was level like I think once. So it's very slow going on Slow and Steady. But we're gonna get to level 10 here pretty quick, and then we'll just hearth straight back to Dolanaar and do our hunter pet quest. Then once we get the pet, then we're gonna be rolling. You know, once we get the pet on a hunter, it makes everything 10,000 times easier. But thanks for watching, guys. I am off to bed. Hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time.